Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking into something really fascinating, an image that pops up across ancient texts and visions, the glass sea.
Yeah, it's quite striking.
It shows up in temple designs, in these grand prophecies. So what is it? Why is it so important in these profound contexts?
Well, fundamentally, our sources point to it as a kind of symbolic boundary. It plays this key role in defining different areas within what's called the created realm.
Okay, a boundary. So let's unpack that. If it's a boundary, what's it dividing? How does this structure the created realm you mentioned?
Right. So the glass sea sits as this crucial divider. Above it, you have what the texts refer to as angel heaven.
Angel heaven, like the divine space.
Exactly. Where the throne is, the Holy of Holies, that sort of celestial dimension. But below the glass sea, that's Hades.
Hades. Now that term often means the underworld, but here
it seems broader. It includes the firmament, the sky we see, and even the physical altar courtyard area. It connects earthly space with this sort of darker realm. And crucially, the sources actually identify this glass sea with the water above the firmament mentioned in creation accounts.
Wow. Okay. That's a really specific cosmic map. But what gets me is the connection to something, well, tangible, the laving basin.
The mold du monde.
That specific bronze basin, right? I remember reading Exodus says it was made from the mirrors of women who served at the tent of meeting. Mirrors.
Exactly, mirrors. And that's not just a random detail. Think about Revelation 4.6.
Okay.
It describes a crystal-like glass sea right there before the throne. See the connection.
Ah, okay. Like the basin mirror reflecting.
Precisely. Just like you'd use that basin's mirrored surface, maybe, to see dirt and wash before entering the holy place.
Right, to cleanse yourself.
The glass sea acts similarly on a cosmic scale. It reflects, it shows, it signifies this boundary that the sinful, the impure, simply cannot cross to approach the divine. It demands purity.
So it's more than just a separation. It's a place of revealing, a standard you have to meet. That's powerful.
It really is. It connects ritual purity with this huge cosmic structure.
Okay, but here's where it gets even wilder for me. Revelation 15.2. It doesn't just say glass sea. It says a glass sea mixed with fire. Water and fire. What's that about?
Yeah, that's a very potent image. The fire mixed in, according to the sources, expresses the actual state of Hades.
The state of Hades meaning judgment? Or turmoil?
Turmoil, judgment, yes.
Yeah.
It suggests this fiery, perhaps purifying or consuming aspect connected to that lower realm. And look who's on this sea.
Right. It says those who were victorious over the beast.
Specifically identified as first resurrection martyrs. These are individuals who died for their faith, granted this early resurrection. Their position on the sea is key.
So they're not in the fire. They're standing on this fiery sea. Pulled up onto it, it says.
Exactly. They've passed through their trial, they're victorious, and now they stand aligned with this divine boundary that's now expressing judgment.
And then the plagues fall on Hades.
That's the implication. Their arrival on the sea signals that the time for the 7 plagues, the judgments on Hades, has come. It's a turning point.
Wow. Okay, so taking all this together, what does this mean for you listening to this ancient complex image?
Well, it's not just cosmology, is it?
No, it feels like it's fundamentally about separation.
Yeah.
Purity. The absolute holiness of the divine realm, and that approaching it requires, well, transformation. You can't just wander in.
It forces you to think about what it means to be prepared, to be pure enough to stand in that sacred space.
Yeah.
And maybe this raises a question for you to reflect on. How does thinking about these kinds of symbolic boundaries, these ancient ideas of separation and passage, how might that change how you view spiritual transformation?
Or accountability, even.
Or accountability, exactly. What glass seas, maybe metaphorical ones, exist in our own understanding or spiritual journeys.
Definitely gives you something to think about. These aren't just separate stories. There's a unified message here about divine order, about purity, and what true spiritual passage entails. We hope you'll keep digging into that deep meaning.